So every single day I do spend at least like 3 hours on spy tools. But my favorite one is, and this is like an insider tip kind of. Everybody here that I've met in the affiliate world, they're all asking me, how big is your team? It's like me and my business partner.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Like, what? Because the second biggest guys right now, they have 100 people. It's like 2 people versus 100. And we're managing to beat them, which is kind of insane to me. Sometimes your best ad, you just put that as the open of the VSL.
Yeah. That's a classic. Yeah.
That works so well.
Yeah.
It's kind of incredible how well it works. So sometimes I'll see an affiliate running and crushing it. I'll just steal their ad and I put it as the VSL open. And that crushes always.
Welcome to a crazy episode with Jordan. Right now, he's the #1 affiliate on ClickBank. He has been spending up to 100K per day, generating 240K in his best day. And he's going to reveal you all his secrets. I mean, almost all of them. How he's publishing 100 ads a day for 7 offers at the same time and testing 3 new offers per week. So we're going to talk about structure, scaling. He's also going to be sharing how he went from a 16-year-old to a 22-year-old and #1 on ClickBank, and how that went. So yeah, let's get into it. What makes you different from all the #1 ClickBank guys that made you like the #1 right now?
Well, it's volume. It's all volume. Everybody else, they're running video ads. They're putting out 10 creatives a day. We have very solid vendor relationships, so we can test a lot of offers. So more offer testing volume. And we have proprietary tools that allow us to put out hundreds of creatives a day with a very small team. So that allows us to beat a 40-person team, as some of the other top affiliates have, with just 2 people, just me and my business partner. I think that's the main difference. We're a very lean team, uses a lot of automation to really scale.
Got it. So you're saying you're pumping out 100 creatives a day?
Per offer.
Are they per offer? How many offers are you running right
8.
now or testing? Okay. And how many are you testing? So you're like
3
maybe
a
running
week.
3 a week. Okay, so you are like pretty much pumping out 100 creatives for 11 offers per week.
Yeah.
Kinda.
No, 100 per day for 8 offers.
Yeah, but you're also testing 3, right? So then
Plus 3, yes.
So
An
that's an
additional,
11.
yeah. But for the ones we're testing, we test with like 60 creatives or so. We don't push it as much as the ones we're scaling.
Got it. So you 2 guys are doing that.
Yeah.
What is like the balance there? Like who is doing what? Like how is it divided? What are you guys doing to pump out that volume?
So we've been very disorganized with the way we've been running our business in the past. And we've kind of found our balance. I'm on the testing side, on the creative side. My business partner is on the media buying side. And now we're implementing people under us so I can go to a conference and, do high leverage tasks and have someone do the daily workflows. So the way we're going to structure this team, we got some people that work under me for testing.
Yeah.
They just follow my SOP. And my business partner has people that follow his SOP on the media buying side. So they're the guys in the ads manager, scaling and putting up numbers and so on. And I'm just the guy putting up the creatives using automations. Me and my business partner both have somewhat tech-related backgrounds. So we're able to code our own custom tools that allow us to pump out all of this volume creatively.
You mean you're hiring people to do it, or you're actually doing it yourself?
I coded the entire thing myself.
All right. I mean, let's dissect those 2 together. Those 2 separately. Again, if we're going too deep and you don't want to share, that's fine.
Yeah.
But let's get started with what you are doing, right? So you have a whole creative process.
Yeah.
Say we're focusing on just one offer. Like you have a whole process from ideation to like the final piece. And are you still like doing the ideation, or can you walk me through like your creative process right now from like A to Z pretty much?
So usually I'll start an offer with 3 campaigns. So I'm testing it out. And that one of the campaigns, I have a workflow inside my tool where I provide other people's ads. And it makes my own unique versions that are inspired. So that's going to be 20 ads in one campaign with those types of ads. And then I will have another campaign, and this works stupidly well. And it's a really good tip for anyone that even if they don't have tools, they can do this very easily. These images are just a red square with yellow text on it. And a mutual friend of ours was laughing because I became a stop affiliate just running these images to his offer. But that allows me to test hooks very easily and like messaging
Yeah.
initially, if that makes sense. Then the third one is just the baseline workflow of our tool. It's just AI images. You provide the VSL script, generates images using like a long process with a bunch of AI models to fix text and make sure they're good.
Yeah.
And then we can just launch them with one click, and it automatically launches them on Facebook with our primary text and headline and all that stuff. So we run these three. I'll find 2 or 3 ads that work off of those if the offer is good. So then I'll take those 3 ads and I'll create ABO campaign where each ad set has those 3 ads and different primary texts. So I'm trying to split test that.
You mean like the first 3 sentences for people who are a little bit less into
Yeah.
ads? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the whole primary text is different, or just above the
No.
fold?
So actually, I do that in 2 steps. First, I do above the fold. Then the next test is below the fold. So I separate that. First, I find the best hook, then the best follow up. And I'll test about 10 of each. So that gives me my best primary text. I don't split test headlines. I don't think it matters very much, to be honest. And afterwards, we split test landing pages. So we might try a bridge page, a listicle page. So bridge page is very simple, right? It's a splash page, some people call it.
Yeah, pretty
Just a
much title
headline.
with the button.
Yeah. Just a headline, an image, and a button, and maybe some text around the button. It's very simple short form. Listicle. So say I'm selling a neuropathy offer. The listicle will be top 5 at-home remedies for neuropathy, and number 1 would be put your feet in water with salt. Number 2 would be drink more tea. And we just list them out. And the last one, the number 1, is the VSL. So try this ear trick for neuropathic relief. And that's another variation. We also test a quiz. So I might take a quiz funnel that I see someone else running, or I'm going to do my own, where the structure is ask them about the problem, get them in that like problem state,
Yeah.
then get them in the solution state in the sense that you ask them how would your life change if you got rid of the problem. And finally, there's the result, which is like the how. So in the how, you say, okay, based on your answers, we've determined that we can this can help you, is the best solution for you.
Yeah.
Watch the video. So that's the other landing page format. Then we do advertorials, long form. So one scientific, one that looks like, so scientific looks like say researchers at MIT figure out the real root cause of neuropathy. It may surprise you, type
Yeah.
thing. And it's like a long form article about the mechanism and so on. This gets very qualified clicks, but low click through rate. And in some offers, this works very well, on others, not really.
Yeah.
And the last style we test is a granny blog, I call it. So it's like a personal story,
Ah, okay.
It looks like a blog that belongs to like some grandma that,
Granny.
she lost weight, or she was in a wheelchair, now she can walk again. This sort of a story that's very emotional. It looks very raw. Like people tend to trust that more, but also because it's long, it's a lower click through to the VSL. So after we figure that out, we just do variations of the winner, and we have a feedback system in the AI tool where we tell it, look, these did well, these did not. It can analyze why some creatives did well and generate a lot more images based on those couple of images. So it's almost like you're searching for signal, You're trying to separate signal from the noise and tap into more signal. That's how I think about it. You're drilling for gold and you find the area, then you keep drilling in that area to find more gold. That's how our creative process works.
I mean, there's a lot to uncover there. So just if we go back to the start, like you start with, for example, the hooks, right, on the image
Yeah.
with the red borders. I assume you keep doing that, right? So it's like it starts adding on each other. First, you start with like the hooks, then you have that hook and you keep testing new hooks and images, but
Oh
then you
yeah.
have that hook and you start with the above the fold, and then when that one starts working, you start splitting that out. So it becomes this huge tree of like unlimited growth almost that just keeps, yeah,
Yeah.
all right, branching out. That's the word I was looking for. Now, how do you like? And maybe the answer is hard and boring tool, but how do you manage like this feedback loop where it's like, okay, we tested this ad, it's hitting KPI, right? That's I'm feeding that back. Okay, this one is like really below KPI, so this one's scaling. Like, how do you keep like create an overview? Is like, are you using ClickUp? Are you using Sheets, or is this also all in the tools? Because every branch makes the variables like multiply by a lot. Like, what's the
Yeah, so we actually have the tool, the creative tool integrates with Facebook or Facebook ad accounts. So it can pull up the best performers with one click. It does the analysis.
yeah.
What has the best ROAS, what's above KPI, what's below KPI. When we create a campaign, we still haven't implemented this, but we're going to be giving custom KPIs per campaign because now we're running some recurring apps and stuff.
Yeah.
So there we're looking to break even in the future. We're looking for like a 0.6.
Yeah.
That's a different KPI than a ClickBank offer where we want a 1.5, for example,
Yeah.
ROAS. So the that makes it a lot easier because you can just click one button and see what's good,
Yeah.
and then just drag it over to the variations tool where you can make new ones. Also, it makes it easier because we can add budgets. We use the budget scheduling feature a lot
Okay.
on Facebook. So that's some kind of secret sauce,
With
some
like
would
budget
say.
scheduling, you mean like certain times and certain days and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff?
So every single day, all of our campaigns have a base budget of 2,000. So 2,000 is the base budget. We might have like 100 campaigns running, but on that base budget, we just add more budget on good days with budget scheduling. So we'll see which campaign performs in the morning and in the evening, which is the best time for neutral for us.
Yeah.
We schedule budget.
Yeah.
That is one of the best ways to scale, in my opinion.
God, I mean, we're gonna talk more about like media buying and scaling because I still want to go back to what
Yeah.
you just said. Like, so the tool was also pulling like the funnel. Like, let's say maybe you have like one ad. Let's go out Monkey One, and that's connected with scientific advertorial. And then there's also Monkey One ad going to Grandma story page. Your tool is also pulling that combination of like ad with funnel and then creating different variations based on, okay, this was Monkey One with the scientific story, so we create different ads for those and different ads for the personal story? Or do you just all merge it and just like spam Facebook and
Yeah.
just like you just grab everything and you just let it rip pretty much?
Well, I don't do that anymore. I used to go like drill deep and try to find which advertorial works for which specific ad,
Yeah.
but it just added so much complexity to my process, and
Yeah.
the juice I got out of it was minimal.
Yeah.
Usually, one particular advertorial will perform better on almost anything, one particular landing page. And that's been a huge unlock for me because it simplifies things.
Yeah.
So I can just spam that one advertorial with a bunch of images. So I look at landing page data in aggregate, not in isolation with a particular image.
Yeah, got it. And also, if you have different landing pages that are working, I guess most of the time, like one of them takes like whatever 70 to 90% of the spend. And
Yeah.
then you might have like that other grandma story, and then you just launch the same ads from the, let's say, scientific advertorial, which is taking 90% of the spend, also in the grandma story. And only if the grandma story starts like, getting more spend, then you might start thinking, okay, can I create some specific ads for that page? Or
So we actually, in all of the landing pages,
yeah,
we don't like put them in separate campaigns. So we just split the traffic using our tracker to different landing pages. So each of the clicks are randomly distributed to landing
Okay.
pages. So when we find one that works, we just have it do all the spend to that one.
got it. And so like maybe you start out with like 50-50, and when you have a winner, you're just like splitting like 20% of the traffic to new pages, and you just keep rotating in new pages.
Yeah. So I'll do more variations of the winner.
Okay.
I'll split like 10% of the traffic, testing new headline,
Yeah.
testing new image. And if it seems to be holding, then I'll split it 50-50
Yeah.
so I can get the data in a day and know which one is the winner.
Yeah. And you have your own tools for that.
Oh no,
Or
I use RedTrack. I
Red Track?
use
Okay.
a generic tool for it. I did do my own tracker at one point, and that didn't go well. It blew up at one point, and I lost a bunch of money. So I was like,
I mean,
nah.
like if you figure out your own tracker, you're up there with Alex Becker and stuff. So it's kind of
Yeah,
like it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm not saying you're not up there. I'm just saying like that's hard. Like that's
Yeah,
not.
no, it's
Yeah.
very, very difficult. Very difficult.
Yeah. Got it. So I think that's also which I see like a lot of people miss are like the landing pages. It's just like ads, and that's where if you would give like, would that be like the number one advice for a beginner affiliate that's making profit but can scale to like also go deeper into landing pages?
Um, to be honest, I most of my career as an affiliate, I did not split test enough on the laner side,
Yeah.
and that's been a big unlock for me recently. So yes, I would say it's very important. Second to a lot of ads.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta Facebook loves a lot of ads.
Yeah. With Andromeda update and stuff, it's
Yeah,
even like
especially yes. I
yeah.
was about to say that the Andromeda update. You just have some ads in a big CBO, right? They take very little spend, but they get these cheap sales every
Yes.
couple of days. It's like infinite ROAS, and I'll put them in like a scaling campaign. Doesn't scale,
Yeah.
but a lot of these ads running at low volume, high ROAS, prints money. It's like kind of incredible how well it's figured out which ad resonates with which customer avatar. It's
Yeah.
truly like it's a bit of an incredible
It's
thing to
magical.
witness. Yeah,
Yeah. It's like all these little segments within the market. It finds little pockets and then
yeah, it's insane.
shares it there. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, it's funny. Like I always say, like it's most time when you have a marketing problem, which is also what you mentioned, like you're looking for a good offer.
Yeah,
Because everything starts with the offer, and if the offer is good, then it's easy to have a title, right?
of course.
Like if you're the first person who's like, hey, I have a trading bot, you don't have to trade yourself, and everybody's teaching like how to trade manually 8 hours a day. Of course, people are interested, right?
Yeah.
But if there's like 5 of those, it's like okay, now you need to add AI or whatever. But yeah, it's a funny thing. Now I mean, you mentioned a lot about tools, like. What is your setup there in terms of like, are you using like multiple models like Claude, ChatGPT, Manus, like, and I guess maybe it's also like for a different step you have a different AI or like what's like, I understand again, you're not gonna reveal the secrets, but maybe we can talk about the principles and the structure of how you came up with this and like developed it.
Yeah, so 100%. The way that the tool is built, it makes image prompts from a bunch of different models. So the best ones for me are Claude and Gemini for this.
Okay,
Gemini
interesting.
seems to give some really good prompts, which surprised me after the last update. Before it was bad, but now it's gotten very aggressive with the images, which to us that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
To Facebook policy and Google themselves, probably not, but that's a different story. But yeah, it's gotten very good at that. So that kind of gives you diversity of the creative because sometimes it has a slightly different way of thinking. Almost see it as a different person when these AI models. So it gives you more diversity, more options of hitting a signal with the ads. So we have the prompts from different models, and then we use different models to generate the prompts. So all the prompts will send them to Dolly, and then fix the text with Image GPT, send them to Imagine by Google, and send them to Image GPT straight up. Also now there's Nano Banana by Google, which is pretty insane.
Yeah,
That's one we're testing out. So yes, it's just a lot of models, and sometimes we get the models to give each other feedback,
yeah.
which is really good. We have a feature for that. We don't really use it all the time, but when starting a campaign, it's a really useful one to have Claude analyze Gemini creatives and vice versa.
Yeah. So to make it a bit more like visual slash practical, let's say you're running an offer, whatever, weight loss. You found another offer that's working really well. You feed all that data into the AIs, then you ask it to generate a couple of, I mean, of course, like text, but also like image IDs, prompts for an image, and you
Yeah.
ask that from Gemini, whatever, ChatGPT, all the guys and girls, and then those prompts you feed in the image and multiple image creation tools. And I mean, then it starts kind of stacking up already, like
Yeah.
with how many, and that's just images, and you can do the same for text. And then you can also send back the image and be like, hey, create text with this image, and then you have built it. So that's kind of like, I guess for you, it's not an agent, But for someone who has not that much experience with like coding and so forth, you have kind of like an agent that's doing all this work for you step by step, feeding it back.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does most of my work. So this is the main reason everybody here that I've met in the affiliate world, they're all asking me how big is your team, because
Yeah.
they we all spy on each other. They know what I'm running. They've
Yeah.
seen my ads. Like, man, how big is your team? It's like me and my business partner.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. They're like, what? Because the second biggest guys right now, they have 100 people working for them. They're guys out of India. So it's like 2 people versus 100, and we're managing to beat them, which is kind of insane to me. I think this is we live in like a really interesting time with AI, where the ones that who can capitalize on it first and use it to really multiply our output
Yeah.
is the people who are gonna win long term at this point.
Yeah.
Because I can have a 10-person team and outcompete a 1,000-person team just by using AI.
Yeah, and the crazy part is like if you hire people from whatever country, they quit, you need to train them again. Doesn't happen to AI,
100%. Yeah.
right? And also like it's quite hard. That's one of the things that I feel with copywriting, where it's like it's quite hard to keep giving yourself feedback and just improving those little small things because it's kind of boring, right?
It is. Yeah.
It's like, oh, should I, add an extra mechanism here or no? Or should I remove that? Or should I tweak the mechanism a little bit? It's like, which can give a huge effect, right? So yeah, I never thought about it. Yeah, it becomes really like a system, like a self-sustaining system. That's crazy. Are you like, I guess this is gonna be a shit question because you're so deep into it. I wanted to ask you like, how, from who did you learn all this stuff? Or like, are there still people like in the AI space that you are following to learn from, or is it at this point you're just like in there in the trenches, just doing it yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I'm on Twitter a bunch. That's where I learned a lot of AI stuff from. My business partner is deeper into AI than I am. I'm more like the marketing nerd that figures out how to use the stuff he finds to make killer creatives and copy and stuff.
Yeah,
But he's the one that's like knows all the models. He's on Twitter all the time, watching YouTube videos, Fireship, all these channels, like free ones. Regarding actual like people that we follow, there is one person we do follow. I cannot remember his name, but he's like a big ecom guy out of Miami, and we were just hanging out with him at the conference, and he showed me some really cool stuff that he did on top of what we built, which I thought was pretty crazy. How well that is performing for him as well, because he saw some of my stuff and then did his own versions, and it just all of us that kind of know each other, we're evolving each other's tools,
yeah,
trying to beat each other, and it's kind of leveling up the game in general.
yeah. That's fun. Now, this was really a lot about iteration and systems. Are you doing anything to come up with like really unique, different, big ideas? Or is that not necessary? Or is that already part of the game? Or like is there a different process for that?
Yeah, so I do, because I have a creative itch in me. I'm a copywriter by like background, so I still do it. I still write a lot of my primary texts and stuff because I enjoy it. I enjoy doing it. So I
Trying to
do.
beat your own AI.
Yeah. I can usually beat it on copy, but with images, nah,
Yeah, of course.
no way. With the actual copy, I will come up with an idea and I'll feed it to the AI, and then it's gonna come up with images. So, but even with copy nowadays, I don't know how you guys do it, but for us and for a lot of people I know, we kind of just became like copy chiefs, where the AI writes the copy and just tweak it. You modify it, you make it better. So even that side seems to be becoming more about the big idea,
Yeah.
and the actual implementation of the big idea you can do very easily with AI nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you're still doing that, but do you also have like, for me, I always kind of look at like what I said, like there's like offer, right? And there's like the offer most of the time has some kind of unique mechanism.
Yeah.
Within that unique mechanism, there's multiple bigger IDs,
Yeah.
right? And then without those IDs, you find certain concepts or add IDs, which are kind of based on the mechanism and or big ID, but are a little thing of their own. So do you also have like workflows that do that? Like that, for example, scrape testimonials, and then look for IDs there. Like just like I understand all your answers, but I'm not sure like if I asked my question properly. So is that, do you also have a system for that, like to find new IDs that have not been really used by anybody,
Um,
or does it just happen organically?
it just happens organically, but I do have a system in terms of the AI breaking down big ideas from the VSL script. Yeah.
Okay.
So the thing is, there's a little tip for anyone trying to do what I'm doing with the tools. AI hallucinates a lot when you give it too much information.
Yeah.
So with my system, I compress it down to like 5 to 7 main bullet points that it then the rest of the process drives ideas from, you know?
Yeah.
So the first step is I call it fragments, really. So that's an explanation of the mechanism, who's the target demo, what's their nightmare scenario, what's their ideal state.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's 8 of them, and then I just feed the rest of the process just those pieces of information versus feeding it the entire VSL script. And those fragments are where the ideas come from. So, for example, in the nerve pain market, no, in the memory loss market, the big fear, the big nightmare scenario is that they're gonna end up in a senior home. That's what they're afraid of. So the ads say, one of the ads the AI came up with, which was a unique angle no one was running, was my grandma. My grandma was in a senior home, but now we finally got her back. It's like a brand new angle. No one's using
Yeah.
So yeah, when it comes to me personally doing ideas, sometimes the best ideas come from something outside the VSL.
Yeah. Yeah. That was
So
my point. Yeah. Or like where I was going. Yeah.
yeah, that was a realization I had. The ad doesn't have to be congruent. Sometimes my ad has a completely different mechanism than the actual VSL. So, for example, we're running a vision offer, and I just remember there's a story in the Bible where like Jesus heals some blind guy with spit, and I was thinking, what if we frame this story as like there was a hidden page in the Bible that got lost, where the spit was metaphorical, and that angle crushed.
Yeah.
This was the recipe, the page got lost. That's
Yeah.
like a very unique idea that's not connected to the VSL, but it's just so captivating to people that they cannot click away. They cannot look away. They gotta click it. They gotta read more.
Yeah, I mean that's where I was going at, because I like, you are the number one, so you cannot like just model everything that everybody else is doing or that's in the VSL, because that gets you only so far. So that's what I was thinking. Like you are looking for IDs that are maybe not in the VSL, that are again branches of what's happening in the VSL.
Very valid point. Well, I think another big shift I'm seeing in the space, and this was another reason why I got as big as it did in the past couple months, was because we do our own VSLs now. So we don't run the VSL of the vendor on ClickBank. We make our own.
Yeah, that was my follow-up question actually, but go ahead.
Yeah. So yes, you're right. If I run the vendor VSL, sometimes I can scale, but the offer will die quicker because other people are running the same thing. All of us are splitting the pie.
Yeah.
But if I take their VSL, do my own opening, then I try to beat their body, then I try to beat their clothes, I try to beat different things, I can usually get that victory, so to speak, like beat some part of the VSL, the headline, the whatever it is,
Yeah.
and that allows me to beat other affiliates because I'm the only one running the VSL. And if someone else tries to copy it, I just put a copyright strike on their VSL and they cannot run anymore.
So, like for example, with the elderly home example, if I hear what you're saying, I'm like, what I would do is like I would grab the original VSL and maybe switch out the intro and do like some kind of horror story of somebody. Oh, you probably did that.
I did.
So you start like creating your own VSLs, and that's actually another level, right? Because before you mentioned you use editorials, or listicles, all that kind of stuff, and then you send it to the VSL. But now you're also grabbing the VSL and redoing it. And are you running the VSLs then on your own domains? And That
Yeah.
also kind of gives you, I guess, some more safety, power, and also more privacy somehow.
Yeah, privacy is big in the space because people love to rip.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like people knowing what offer I'm running to, and I
Yeah,
don't like them knowing what VSL my landing page is.
yeah,
So we cloak.
yeah,
Now, how do we cloak? Secret. But there is a couple of tricks that we use to keep ourselves hidden.
yeah,
First of all, when you run a lot of ads, people don't know what to rip. There's like 1,000 ads. Which ones do you steal? You cannot steal all of them.
yeah, yeah. They should be able to do that, but they are too
Yeah.
lazy.
The other thing, if you click on my ad from Facebook ad library, it's gonna take you to a page. So it's not gonna be a safe page. It's not gonna be like top 10 tips, some like Harvard blog or something.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be an actual like hardcore direct response page that's going to an actual offer that's at the top of ClickBank. But that's not what I'm running. I'm running a different offer. I'm just using a redirect chain to send people finding me an ad library to the wrong destination.
I guess some information is being transferred into the URL if they come from ad library,
Yeah,
and you can do something with that.
yeah,
That's
hundred
some next level
percent.
shit. That's cool, man. So going back to like you're doing your own. Do you sometimes rewrite the whole VSL? So if you start beating the hook, then you go for the body,
Yeah,
then you go for the
yeah.
close.
Sometimes I cannot beat the hook, but another tip, which is pretty good. Sometimes your best ad, you just put that as the open of the VSL.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a classic. Yeah, yeah.
That works so well.
Yeah.
It's kind of incredible how well it works. So sometimes I'll see an affiliate running and crushing it. I'll just steal their ad and I put it as the VSL
Yeah.
open, and that crushes always.
And then, but can you also then copyright strike them?
Not that I would do it, but yeah, I guess you could if you like trademark the VSL.
Yeah. So how are you? This is like super random, but like how are you doing that? Right? You create the VSL, you launch it, and if somebody rips it, then you can
Yeah.
what do you do there? Like how does that work?
There is some trademark services in Germany that I use. I don't remember the name, but basically you put a trademark on the VSL,
Yeah.
assuming it's not like some black hat stuff. If you do like a normal VSL,
Yeah.
you can just trademark the VSL and it works. If they copyright strike, you just send the hosting platform, yo, look, I have the document. It's my VSL.
Yeah.
And they gotta take it down.
And, but the original like ClickBank VSL writer doesn't copyright it, trademark it.
Well, no, because the original VSL writer, I'm friends with them usually. And I'm running to their offer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So say I'm running some weight loss supplement. I will always know the vendor
Yeah.
and I'll tell them what I'm doing. I'm not like stealing from them. I'm being very transparent. Look, I think I can beat your VSL. Do you mind if I run to like a like checkout page directly,
Yeah.
right? So I can build my own landing page and that's my own VSL.
Yeah.
And I think this is the future. All of the top affiliates I know now, they're all doing their own VSL.
Yeah.
Now that introduces some complexity. You need an editor, you need all this stuff.
That's where the money is at, right? The complexity.
I hate managing teams, but yeah, unfortunately, yes, it is where the money is.
Yeah, I always like it when people say like, yeah, easy skills, and it's like, yeah, to a certain level, it's like it's just your definition of skill. But like most guys that I see
Yeah.
scale it, or if I see that where something works well, the solution is always like, okay, create other landing pages, create more ads. Like I love the new AI avatars now, so
Oh,
you
yeah.
can test different demographics, and then okay. I don't know if I want to say the demographics on the podcast, but you see, okay, this is working. So now I'm going to get an actor or a UGC creator with someone that looks like the AI avatar.
Yeah,
So let's
100%.
leave and not get into the race thing here. So yeah, that's fun. Are you also using AI avatars and stuff?
I did my first couple million on ClickBank using AI avatars.
Yeah.
But I don't run videos anymore. So
Yeah.
I don't really anymore.
It's not worth the squeeze, like if to run video. So for you, it's just images and text. It's like if you do video, you can get some extra ad spend and revenue in, but it's not worth in terms of complexity and effort and scale. Or what are you showing there?
Well, I scaled a lot with videos, but I just find that after the latest update on Facebook, images just work better. Like, the ROAS is higher, scales more stable, more consistent.
Uh,
So that's why I only focus on images now. and I've gotten very good at running images. So that's why that's my primary focus. Now I know some guys doing well with videos, but usually the AI spokesperson is like Elon Musk or something, and it's just not the game I want to play. You
Yeah,
know?
that's a bit tricky. Yeah. Now, there's also other people in a more like high ticket space who are saying like, hey, videos crush because
Oh
of,
yeah,
quality of the leads and all that stuff. So do you think that it sounds like, I'm just making an assumption here, that you're kind of going after a little bit older demographics, meaning like 35, 45 up, that
yeah.
those people resonate a little bit more with like images and text, and that works better
We run high ticket, right?
as well?
So
Yeah.
we have the publishing side of things,
Yeah.
and on that side we only run videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the only thing that gets the good customers.
Yeah.
But when you run like pink salt trick to lose weight, like yeah, that's an image
Yeah.
creative typically resonates with that market. But yes, you're completely correct. When you go for the younger market and the more sophisticated market, they need more of an explanation,
Yeah.
less curiosity. So yes, their only videos perform for us.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Cool. Now, I think we really got the system down.
Yeah.
I want to dive a little bit deeper in what you're doing with the funnels, because that's something that I don't hear many people talk about.
No.
And especially like my audience and me myself, I'm not necessarily the biggest. I don't know as much about affiliates as the top affiliates, but there's a lot of people talking about advertorials and the listicles and all that stuff. And I'm curious, like how you look at the whole like advertorial VSL like structure slash puzzle pieces. Like, do you like always start ideally with your own VSL or running traffic straight to a VSL, and then to scale you start adding advertorials? Is it the other way around? Like, how do you look at that? Let's just assume that we're pumping out 100 ads a day. Where are we going to send them? Advertorial, VSL? Does that depend per niche? Does that change when you start scaling? Does my question make sense?
Yes. So I'll usually start with the vendor's VSL and start testing with like those simple splash page
Yeah.
templates. Then I'll start adding more stuff. And once I get a baseline, that's where I'll start doing my own opens. So the only case in which I actually do video ads is when I'm trying to test them out so I can see which one performs the best on the VSL itself.
Yeah.
Because that's faster. But yes, I usually start with the vendor one, very simple, and then I add more complexity. So once I'm at scale, I also add like pop under. So pop under is going to be, say they click the VSL on the page. You know how like on porn sites, person scrolls and like something pops up underneath, and then you tab.
Yeah, and then it opens up some random tab.
Yeah, it's like that, but in the background.
Yeah.
So maybe they finish watching the VSL, they cannot afford the price point. They close down the tab and they end up at the other VSL, the other offer. So the person that introduced us actually, I'm running an offer that he owns, and I was running an offer at 200,000 a day, the same niche. But his is digital. The one I was running was a supplement.
Yeah.
So I just put his offer as a pop under. And when someone closes the browser, maybe they don't buy the supplement, they end up on his page. His mind was blown. We're doing like a couple thousand a day and basically free traffic. So I
Yeah.
tried to add these additional monetization flows.
Yeah.
This is common in the affiliate space, but not so much in the ClickBank side of things. There's something that the porn guys like really dialed in, which is where I get a lot of my ideas from.
Yeah.
Looking at the porn advertisers, those guys are craziest at capturing click value.
Got it. All right. So that sequence makes sense from affiliate perspective now. Have you seen like advertorials, listicles ever work for more like high ticket and publishing offers, or is it most time better there to do VSL or still straight to sales page?
Honestly, I haven't tested as much, but we did have an advertorial that performed comparably
Yeah.
to running straight to the VSL
Yeah.
on it's a real estate program, and the performance was very close. So right now we're running straight to VSL
Yeah.
for simplicity's sake.
Yeah.
but when we were running both, it was similar. So that tells me there might be something there, but we just maybe haven't found it yet. So we need to do more testing to
Yeah.
figure it out.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. I'm like, if I just feel like you get cheaper clicks, right? It's like, hey, free article or listicle or whatever. But then the question is, will the quality be there to still like sell high ticket? Now you are selling that's a high ticket, right? That real estate offer.
It's $300 on the front
Oh,
end,
okay, it's more like
and
a mid. Yeah,
yeah, the back end is like 5 to 10,000,
yeah,
depending on the plan they choose.
yeah.
And it's but we need to break even on the front end
Mm-hmm.
because the cost of goods sold on the back end is pretty high for us.
Mm-hmm.
The program we have is like really, really good, really comprehensive. So we need to break even on the front end with those mid tickets. That's why that's there.
Got
But
it.
we have done it straight to book a call as well, and the quality was a big issue with that for us in general.
Yeah,
So I always like having some sort of a lower mid ticket.
yeah. That was my follow up. So you always
Yeah.
do like low mid ticket and then high ticket. No, there's guys crushing it like that as well. To immediately. That's why I wanted to go with like the advertorials because I was like, if you're like optimizing for leads, right, by putting a test advertorial in between, like it's hard to kind of like decide what the quality is.
Yeah.
But if you would put an advertorial in between, you would still optimize for purchases, I assume.
Yeah.
Not yet. Okay, got it. And how's that with? This is just me like asking a noob question. How's that with like when you're running affiliate stuff? Like, do you like? I guess you know a lot of people. Are you always sending all the sales back from affiliates to the algorithm, or are you just optimizing for like if it's a bridge page or a splash page, you call it for button clicks?
Always sales.
Yeah,
Because for example, I'm running a nerve offer now,
yeah,
and one of the grandma advertorial actually,
yeah,
the one that was in a wheelchair and then she stood up.
yeah,
That one, the landing page click through rate was really bad.
yeah,
Like no one was clicking through. But it had a 10% conversion rate in the VSL.
yeah,
So that became the winner. And I just did some tweaks and got the click through rate up. The conversion rate obviously went down a little bit, but the landing page improved. So
yeah,
I only look at purchases. Even with ads, I don't care about CPC, all this stuff.
yeah, exactly.
I ran an analysis on my data with AI. I exported my entire data. I wanted to see, is there any correlations when an ad does over 100 sales? Is there like a CPC correlation? Is there a CTR correlation? And there was none.
Yeah,
CPMs were the only thing that was slightly correlated, where high CPMs were performing worse.
yeah,
I think that's just because if the CPM's high, Facebook doesn't like the image
yeah,
or the text or whatever it
yeah,
is.
yeah. That I also have experienced that. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, because I still see like some people teaching, like just like optimize for like button, and I'm like, man, button click right to the VSL, and
Yeah.
that cannot be efficient. Like,
Nah, man, it's
so I
dumb.
think none of the top affiliates is doing it. Right, they're all
Nah,
like optimizing for purchases, sending that data back.
initiate checkouts are something that I look at a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I got this from Jason Katasi. He's a massive affiliate as well. Now he's in the agency space. And after my last interview, he offered to open a call with me and share some info. And the best piece of advice I got from that is to look at initiate checkouts.
Mm-hmm.
So, funny enough, I looked at the correlations. Yes, there is a very high correlation between cost per initiate checkout and whether the ad becomes a winner.
Yeah,
So, seems like that's the
the
more
cutoff.
yeah, like the closest point that you can optimize for,
Yeah,
such that you don't have to get a purchase to optimize on. So
yeah.
I found I don't know what you find on the checkout pages, but on ClickBank in particular, usually it's like 25% or so. So that makes my data 4 times cheaper than optimizing for purchases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you run sometimes campaigns for initiate checkout as
No,
well.
no, I run campaigns for purchases, but I
Yeah.
look at the initiate checkout data. That I meant like my own personal optimization.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you have to feedback faster and you have to
Yeah, yeah,
wait
yeah,
less long. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
that's the same as like if you don't spend that much money on a VSL funnel and you look at the cost per call, but you don't know because there's only one call a day. You just look at the cost per lead to make decisions a little bit
Yeah, yeah.
faster and easier. Got it. And now specifically for your affiliate stuff, are you also like getting like emails there and implementing email marketing, or is that something that's not really
I
worth
did.
it?
I did. So when I do my own VSL, the way I would run it, at the end of the VSL where there's the button, I would just put like an email form. So they have to fill it in to go to the checkout page.
Yeah.
Made very little difference towards the overall conversion rate, but
Yeah.
it was good because I was collecting emails.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get my emails to deliver. Like it's just a very complex thing, email marketing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just not what I'm good at. So I decided not to do it. Instead, I'm collecting push notification subscriptions. So on the page, like a pop up,
Yeah.
this page would like to send you push notifications, yes or no, and people will subscribe, and I'll just send them push notifications for other offers. Breaking, you have to see this. XYZ just happened. Click here, and they watch another VSL.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Now, we specifically talked about Facebook ads for now,
Yeah.
or at least I mentioned that word and I heard you are Facebook Meta. Are you also running like YouTube and display and like what other like what are like your top 3 channels right now? Or maybe you just do Meta and you just use affiliates or like partners for the other ones.
So I'm trying to think of what the top 3 are, but I'm not sure.
I mean, if you want to give me a
Meta.
list of 10, that's fine. Might
Meta
be
Meta's
prefer.
the number one easily.
Yeah,
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 Meta's like right now number one.
yeah.
Lifetime, I think YouTube is number one for me. The thing is, YouTube got very hard for me in the past couple of months.
It has always
So
been hard, and it didn't get easier. No.
something happened where none of my ads get approved. A bunch of accounts go down. Even when I'm running like textbook clean, like lead generation or
Yeah.
e-commerce products, even that gets banned. So I really don't know what the deal is with Google, but we've been moving it aside.
Yeah.
A very big channel for us, which if you asked me this last year, I would not have mentioned it, but right now everyone seems to know about it, is Newsbreak.
Newsbreak. Yes, you told
Yeah,
me about that. So yeah.
that's where we started
Mm-hmm.
on Newsbreak. It was very cheap, so a click was like 5 cents. And I told a bunch of my friends about it, and they jumped on, and then other people started running. They did an official partnership with ClickBank, so now it's just flooded with like the ClickBank guys.
So it's probably still good for like publishers and e-commerce. I mean, e-commerce maybe less, but like it's still interesting for non-affiliates because people are not on it as much in those spaces, or you don't think so?
As a publisher, I haven't had success.
Okay.
Seems to be a traffic source for very mass market.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but make money online is or weight loss.
Yeah, weight loss, yeah.
Yeah.
Weight loss, legit, yeah, you could make it work easy. But when the price point is high, like the real estate thing, no way we're gonna get that working because like we're targeting real estate agents and
Yeah.
people flipping houses and people who are already deep in the space. We don't want some beginner
Yeah.
who
Okay.
knows nothing. So
Yeah. So for beginner offers, it might be still.
it's a good one. Trading, yeah, works on there.
But so you also did YouTube, and after the podcast, I might have a guy that I can connect you with. Maybe you already know him that might have some good Google reps for you.
Yeah.
But you are also in the past doing YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah. But now it's just not.
that was my biggest traffic source.
Yeah. I mean, I always loved YouTube, but it's getting more of a pain in the ass than Facebook, and it was the other way around before.
Yeah, I mean, on Facebook, I haven't lost an account in months. I got one of my profiles like locked or whatever, but that was like $200 to fix, like easy.
$200, man. I'm paying $2,000 for that.
For the profiles?
Oh, to get it unblocked. Yeah.
Wow, Jesus Christ! I need to connect you to the guy, man.
Thanks.
It's easy. But nah, like I haven't lost accounts. I can actually share a secret for how we got our own agency accounts internally. So our own company became a certified meta partner. And I have a process that's I think very unique for that. Google, it was great. Like you would get an ad up, you have millions of views, spend a bunch of money every day, consistent, good ROAS. Rarely would it break, rarely would something happen.
Yeah.
But then it's just like nothing works. I don't know how to fix it. Tried a lot of stuff, and I only know one guy that's crushing YouTube.
Yeah.
He's got a 40-person operation, farming accounts all day, launching on like a thousand different ads across accounts
Crazy. Yeah.
every single day. But that's like a huge black hat operation. So I'm not really interested in copying that. So I don't know how to make YouTube work.
Got it. That's interesting. Yeah, when I like got started with my own agency, I was one of the first guys in the Netherlands who started offering YouTube ads
Yeah.
to publishers, course creators, and all that stuff. And that was really my edge. And then still, I feel in the US, like most people don't have the patience or the balls to spend money on like YouTube and figure it out. So I still love it. And if it works, it's amazing. It's stable. For me, most time it scales further than Facebook. But that is
Yeah.
probably after talking to you because of volume. Like for me, like I am now at this point like video first, so I make everything so it can work on YouTube, and most of the time also a part of that works on Facebook. But if I hear you with your images and stuff, I think I can definitely get some more volume in there. So that's
Yeah. That would be good.
that's interesting. Okay, so you're not doing YouTube. Did you do display, banners,
Display ads.
taboola, any of that?
Taboola. I did ref content years ago and made some good money on there. Rumble is something I'm testing out. Not really working right now, but last year did a survival offer, which was pretty big on MaxWeb. That popped off on Rumble. Still super cheap.
Yeah.
That was display. Now we're getting coaching from the biggest native affiliates. We paid them money to help us get native on because we have this guy. He was such a good media buyer for Google, but he cannot make it work, and it's not his fault. And I just wanted to offer him an alternative path that he can help us with.
Yeah.
I think the best way is to get him to master native and get him to be the head of that so he can make a bunch of money for us and for himself. I think
Yeah.
it's an interesting thing with talent in this industry, you know? I feel like everything's so volatile. One month you make a bunch of money, the next month you might make no money. So it's kind of hard to. That's why I'm so allergic to having like a large team, you know. And yeah, I hate the idea of just hiring people and letting them go to keep the costs low. So that's why we're so focused on trying to keep the expenditure of the company and the team small and lean,
Yeah.
so we can pivot if we need to.
And you give them like a base fee plus performance or something?
When it's a media buyer, yes. So I like to pay people that work well, right? So it really is the performance part is where most of the people make good money. This Google guy was getting 30% and he got no base fee.
Yeah.
And while Google was good, it was a great partnership for us because he unlocked an additional traffic source, which we weren't able to do internally. So I'm looking to do more of that, get more people on different traffic sources that specialize and pay them
Yeah.
well, you know?
Got it. Yeah, then if it stops working, he has to look for another job, or you
Yeah.
have to start paying him a salary. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why I like to provide my team with support, like
Yeah.
invest in them skilling up. So I invested in some coaching for him so he can learn native ads and pivot very efficiently.
Yeah. Interesting. Before we go into like coaching, mentoring, everything that we can still talk about
Yeah.
in terms of learning and offers, I would love to go back to tie the knot on that subject. Now, you also mentioned that you have a system for uploading so many ads, right? Because you're testing 100 ads a day for 7 offers, sometimes 11, if you are testing 3 at that same day. So what's the setup there? Like, we probably don't want to bore people with like all the small nitty gritty details, but what's the setup? How are you doing it? Or you just have a VA who's like just pushing buttons like
No,
upload?
no, it's automatic from the API. I don't know the details because my business partner built that part of the setup.
Yeah.
But I know you need like to get an app on Meta approved. So you create like an app inside Meta as a Meta development tools feature, and they need to approve it, which is usually pretty easy. Then you just connect it to the profile,
Yeah.
and you can launch through the profile. Now the problem is sometimes the profile gets locked. This is annoying, but yeah, I don't know the exact technical details of how he implemented that. I know it took him like a good month to figure it out.
But now it works and there's almost no human labor involved.
Zero, yeah. Zero.
Okay.
zero labor. In our entire process, you can just in 5 minutes you can have 100 ads up, easy.
Got it. And are you also like with all those AI systems? There's also like a check for compliance, Facebook compliance.
No, compliance doesn't exist for me.
Okay.
So we have the agency account,
Yeah.
and all of them have by default, because we've shown Meta that we are not running crazy stuff. There is exemption
The
tags
AI
on each
exempt tag.
account,
Yeah.
and we're not even paying for those.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, they give it to us for free.
Yeah.
So we just get our exemption tags placed
Yeah.
on all the accounts. Meta compliance doesn't really affect us unless it's something really crazy, which we don't really run. Like
Got it.
in the image generation process, as a part of the prompt, there is some compliance instructions in terms of what shouldn't be said. So I
Like
cannot
no
say,
violence and stuff. Like for example,
yeah, no violence, no nudity,
guns, drugs, alcohol.
guns, drugs, pills, even
Yeah.
names of diseases.
I mean, so you have a compliance checklist, kind of like it's just
Yeah,
it's not
but
as strict as people who are just starting their own account, spending $50 a day.
yeah, but it's not like it's checking images after the fact.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just in the generation portion. I noticed that sometimes it does like close-ups of like hands or stuff like that, and Meta doesn't like it. So that's like the main item that we need to eliminate.
Say again.
Like close-ups of like skin or a
Oh yeah,
person's hand or just body parts or person's feet or something, and Meta doesn't like that because I don't know why they have like some weird policies. It just raises my CPMs a bunch.
yeah. Okay. And like, from what level of spend do you think you can get like introduced to those kind of agency accounts or those kind of things? Or like
I don't know how much it was. I think it was not that much. It was like $3 million.
per year?
Yeah. But the way there's a bit of a secret sauce to it. So there's I don't know. I'm sure you've seen these. There's these like meta marketing pros that pop up,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
book calls, and it's usually dumb
Salespeople.
shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. To spend more money on, on
Yeah.
shit.
Well, they get paid per minute on the phone with you.
Hmm.
That's how they get paid. So we used to have this guy that worked for us. He recently actually moved to an agency that offered him a higher pay, but he was a good media buyer for us. But he loved talking. He was the type of guy you can like sit down with him and he's gonna talk to you for 5 hours. So every single week we had him jump on with these meta marketing pros,
Yeah.
and we taught him to say, "How come I never thought of that?" The meta marketing pro gives some stupid advice, some dumb shit,
Yeah.
but this guy would say, "Oh, I never thought of that. That's so smart. I need to try this. I'm gonna let you know how it goes next week." We waste hours with this like meta marketing pro. The meta marketing pro loves him because he's getting paid. So you're like social engineering your way to a good relationship with them.
Yeah.
So eventually they put some higher tier reps for you in place. And that works out great because then you can slowly build the trust, ask for one exemption tag, two exemption tags, and eventually they just give you like a goal. And the goal is like spend XYZ this year by the end of the year, and you're gonna become an official meta marketing partner.
Yeah.
And once you do that, it's so easy to run Facebook. Accounts are stable, nothing gets banned, approvals aren't an issue. You can bulk launch. Like honestly, it's one of the biggest edges that we have, I think,
Yeah.
in the game because it takes a lot of time to do this. It's like months of jumping on with these meta reps and
Yeah. And also you need to spend 3 million a year.
I mean that's not that difficult to do, I don't think.
But I mean consistently for some guys that's
Yeah, the thing is I feel like I hear a lot of questions from people like how do I make 10K a month as an affiliate? I'm like, that's not possible. I don't know any affiliates making 10K a month. If you find a campaign that works, you're gonna make a lot more than 10K a month. If you don't find a campaign that works, you're losing money. So there's no like in between. So if you're
yeah,
making it
yeah.
work, 3 million a year is really not that difficult. Like the people I know that do well, they crush it.
Yeah.
People that I know that don't do well, they don't do anything. So
They lose money, yeah.
yeah, there's no really in between. It's just like rich and poor in this case.
Yeah. Ah, interesting. That's crazy. So that's with like then one of your companies that's like connected to Meta, has like a whole agreement kind of thing.
We have two of them actually now. As
Okay.
of this month, we have two of them connected as official marketing partners of Meta. So one of them is like, it used to belong to my business partner.
Yeah.
He was doing ecom on there. He did this years ago for ecom. And the affiliate one also became a Meta partner this month. So like 2 days ago, literally. So yeah, we want to get like maybe one more up because it just becomes such a moat. We can lose one of these BMs and still be an official Meta partner. You know?
Yeah, but do you also, like you mentioned that, like to unblock your personal Facebook account, you had like a guy. Do you also have guys then, or can the agency unblock your business manager and your ad accounts?
Well, we use a lot of fake profiles, frankly, to manage ads
Yeah,
because then if it gets blocked, you can usually swap it out. And so yeah, those get locked
with proxies and stuff.
regardless. Yeah. So for that, we have to pay to get them back to an insider because it's such an obvious fake profile.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So we've just been paying this insider that does it for us, and
That's great.
yeah, it's a guy that has a bunch of stuff. So he's a very good friend. Gives me huge discounts.
Yeah, I was thinking like $200, man. That's like that's a steal.
Yeah, I think it was like 250.
Yeah, it's still a steal.
Probably.
Anything below a K, I'm like that's a steal.
Yeah, I mean, even with spy services, it's gotten so competitive. So many providers offer it that now it's like $500 or something to look inside a person's ad account.
That's crazy.
I love doing that.
That's what you're doing all day, or like
Yeah,
that's a part of your day.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever find something like new, different, or creative in an ad account? Or like in the last 12 months? Have you ever spied on anybody and they're like, oh damn, I didn't think about it, or oh that's a really different or unique way of doing things?
Yeah, so actually, before I was friends with a guy, the person introduced us, I was spying on his ad account. And I found a couple creative formats that were working well for him that no one was running, no one else.
Yeah.
And I transferred them to lead gen, their relief. So every single day, I do spend at least like 3 hours on spy tools. Or not when I'm traveling, but like when I'm in the office, I spend at least 3 hours, preferably before bed, spying. So everyone's at home watching movies. I'm like on spy tools.
And then you
That
sleep and your subconscious starts working.
yeah, yeah, exactly. No,
Yeah.
that's really true. Actually, if you do something before bed, it's like your subconscious is kind of crunching on it.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. And you
Yeah.
wake up with all these ideas.
And what are your favorite spy tools as an affiliate and publisher?
I like Spy Hero a lot. Lately, it's been getting pretty good. Ad Spy has been interesting as well. I'm
Yeah.
not using it as much because they seem to have stopped adding ads to it. But my favorite one is okay. So there's two things I like doing. One of them is just like a residential proxy and just scrolling on the feed as an actual consumer.
In the US most
Yeah,
time, I
yeah, yeah.
assume. Yeah.
And that works super well. That's where I find the best stuff. And the other one, and this is like an insider tip kind of. There's these like review YouTube channels that review products as affiliates.
Yeah.
So if they're posting a lot of reviews about some product, it means that product is in demand,
Yeah.
and that means that offer is doing well, it's scaling,
Yeah, because
right?
people start YouTubing it and then they check the videos.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's a good sign. Yeah. Or a
Yeah.
bad sign. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there is also these like scam busting, like CoffeeZilla style
Yeah,
channels.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I follow a bunch of them because they always cover this guy did this shady thing. I'm like, oh, can I do that shady thing as well? Less shady, but still do it, you know?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, can I use a similar VSL or whatever? And it's interesting because they put the product name in the title.
Yeah.
So that tells you, based on the number of views, is this getting search volume?
Yeah.
You know, so it's a very good indicator of scale.
Yeah.
What they do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when you know, like if you're in the publishing game, like when like YouTube videos start popping up, like is this a scam, or like is this a review of this, or like exposed, then you know, like, and you
Yeah.
should probably also check your Google search results and make sure Trustpilot is there and
Yeah.
all the stuff is on point. Yeah.
I mean, There's in the coaching space. There's that guy. What's his name? Like Epay or something. He makes videos and everyone and always promoting his own stuff. He's like, "Is Alex Becker a scam?" Goes like
Yeah.
XYZ. Yes, Alex Becker is a scam, but you know what isn't a scam? My course.
Yeah, yeah, it
Click
works.
below. And for everybody, it's like that guy is the coaching equivalent of the affiliate review channels.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. That's interesting. Cool. I mean, I think we really covered like how you run ads and media buying and funnels. Or is there anything we missed? Did I miss asking you a question that's important?
I think the like Facebook structure is also pretty important, like how we structure campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple. It was surprisingly simple. We just use Bitcaps
Mm-hmm.
on everything.
On scale, like when you're scaling, like or you
Yeah. So we launch all the new ads in Bitcaps every
yeah.
day. So there it self-regulates spend. We split test bids initially.
Mm-hmm.
So when we test, we run max conversion. Then we
Yeah.
split test bids.
Yeah.
And everything becomes a bid cap. I think that's a pretty interesting thing that most people aren't doing,
Yeah.
especially in the affiliate space. But yeah, besides that, like I covered my entire process basically. So I think a second interview more valuable than the first in terms of technical details for sure.
I mean, we're not done yet, by the way. I still have time,
Yeah,
and if you're
yeah,
not
yeah.
burned out, then we'll,
Yeah,
we'll
I'm
keep
down. I'm
going
down.
because I would love to dive a little bit deeper in like how you are learning and like the network you're in. That's why I was asking, like, okay, did I miss anything interesting and sexy for media buying? But then Bitcaps, I guess, and now
Yeah, that was that.
now like your whole process is exposed.
Yeah.
Without he's cloaking, so you can probably not find him if you're not a smart cookie. So yeah, you are like crushing it, but you're also still like learning a lot. Like you're hiring these mentors. Like before we go into like what you're exactly doing, I'm just curious, like how you feel as you are. I'm calling you a European because you live in Europe. Like, do you feel like that being in Europe is a disadvantage, or do you feel like I'm not connected enough to the US, or I wish I would be more in the US? How do you feel about that?
I don't know anybody in the US besides like two or three guys that are really crushing it. I don't think there's any advantage to being in the US. You get taxed like a motherfucker. You live in a broken society. Like I see zero benefit to moving to the US.
Yeah,
But some like Dubai or these other hotspots where a lot of people are at, that's where I would like to be. That's the disadvantage. Like I'm probably going to end up moving to Dubai full time in the next year
yeah,
because the most value I've gotten, the most learning I've gotten is not at courses or like speeches or presentations.
yeah,
It's chatting with people, right? Like I'll be
yeah,
at the event, like chatting to some guy that dressed like a normal guy, doesn't have an Instagram page. Like I don't even have an Instagram page, and
yeah,
he's just telling me like, yeah, we do about 300,000 a day. We run some lead gen, but I think that the secret was that we put the landing page to look like it's a Yahoo page. We did the logo in a similar fashion, so people assume affiliation.
associated.
And yeah,
Yeah,
and that's a great tip, right?
yeah,
So these are the people I want to be around, the people who are actually doing the thing.
yeah,
And these low tax hotspots, for
yeah,
me, it's not an issue. My tax rate is 10%. I'm not worried about that. But for where the other people from the US are congregating, that's where I want to be
yeah.
because that's where the best knowledge is shared.
Like Dubai, Bangkok.
Bangkok, Dubai. I don't like Thailand very much, but
Yeah,
Dubai definitely a really nice place.
yeah. I love it. I love it there. It's great. So actually, that's funny. So like again, like I'm not that much in the affiliate space. I meet people like, and I mean, for me, Z is not even an affiliate, right? It's like
Z?
the guy who introduced
Yeah,
us.
yeah,
I
yeah,
call
Z,
him
Z,
Z
Z,
because
yeah.
I'm afraid to pronounce his name.
Yeah, Z.
And I always call him like I always call him Z. So even like
yeah.
with my wife or with my partner, like, I'm calling him Z.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
shit, where do I want to go with that? To see, yeah. So even like Z, I don't really see as an affiliate because he's most of the time like kind of doing his own stuff. Although he's for me he's like a hybrid publisher, a drop shipper,
He's
branded drop
everything.
shipper. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know that much about affiliates, but it sounds like yeah, most of the affiliates are then more like actually in Europe and Asia and
Oh,
in
yeah.
the Arabic countries.
Yeah, for sure.
Because what I feel with the publishing side, I feel that's really like you have all the Miami guys, the Miami bros. Then you have New York. There's a lot of guys doing real serious numbers. Is your real estate and trading guy in the US?
Yeah, he's in Chicago.
Yeah, you see that that's on. So I guess like affiliate is more like
Yeah,
outside of the
it's
US, and
much.
then like the publishers, like the people who are selling coaching courses, softwares are really in the US.
Yeah, I just, you know, I see the Miami like kids making courses and
Yeah,
selling and flexing, and I don't know. I have no interest in networking with those people where their main business is flexing on social media,
yeah,
like being influencers. So yes, they do make a lot of money. I'm not gonna like go into names, but
yeah.
those guys, I see Z actually sends me their applications for copywriting. They're learning from some guy in Miami with it's like 19 years old teaching
Mason,
copy. Yes.
he is teaching copy that I know in Miami. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, some guy, and not only him, there's some other guys as well. But I'm seeing their applications of the students, and they're so bad, right?
yeah. But I mean, I will say it without calling out any names, and so we don't have to be uncomfortable about this. Most people who are teaching how to start an agency or copywriting might be really good themselves, but the people that actually buy, they don't even try. So it's like better to hire
Yeah,
somebody who doesn't got taught by a guru because they are actually interested in it and I have like maybe corporate experience than it is to hire someone who's like from a
yeah,
guru.
it's
Yeah.
true. I think it's a function of how they market a lot of times,
Yes. Yes.
where they're marketing to children,
Yeah.
teaching them that, oh, don't go to university, do this.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a space that I'm not really super interested in, like getting to know those people.
Yeah.
I want to know you. I want to know the person who's behind the scenes actually managing the guru, actually doing the work
Yeah.
and making the whole thing work.
Yeah.
Because these people on social media, they are good at making videos.
Yeah.
But there's always there's somebody behind the scenes that's pulling the strings, that's the actual owner of that business that actually controls it, you know?
Yeah. Or they're lucky. Like I don't know if you saw that Alex Becker video about don't start a personal brand.
Yeah.
And he talked about right that you ride that wave and then you need to like push harder and harder and harder and then it will just because you're not new anymore you will kind of go down and you see them in that cycle and they're just extracting as much money as possible from that audience. So what I want to say with that is like either somebody's like putting the strings or it's like kind of luck where they ride this wave because they kind of cracked the social media
Yeah.
code. They don't really know why and they don't have operations and infrastructure and all that stuff. They don't really build anything and then it just crashes after that period of time in culture is
100%,
over.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why, as a publisher, you have so many faces that you can put on. You can just swap them.
Yeah.
One dies, go on to the next one, and
Yeah.
you can build a massive company like that. Some of the biggest publishers have like tens of faces on the same niche, you know,
Yeah.
teaching slightly different things, and one dies, the next one's up. That's how you build a real business.
Yeah. Yeah. That's although I'm to be honest, like that's one of the big questions I have that I've not really seen or heard answered. Like because for example, I'm running a trading offer in the Netherlands. And we have been like, I won't share the numbers here, I will share it off topic, running serious spend for that country. And we've been doing that for years. And it just keeps going. So I also believe that as long as you keep like reinventing the mechanism and all that stuff, you can
Yeah.
still keep it up. But to your point, this is where I'm also like evolving it now. Now we launched a female face, a female trader.
Oh yeah.
And now we're like, I'm like, I might be able to double ad spend or at least raise it with another 50% just on by putting it on that influencer. So I'm not saying don't do that. But yeah, that's where I'm really curious to see in the upcoming years whether I will be someone who can really keep people like running for like 5 years, 10 years. Because I think I can, but we'll see about that.
Yeah, I think like have you seen the awesome real estate people?
The-
Awesomely?
Which one?
Awesomely, awesome real estate.
It doesn't ring a bell right now. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a massive publisher in the US. And what they do is their backend is just get access to all the courses. Just put a bunch of different faces with slightly different mechanisms.
Yeah.
In the backend, the high ticket is just get access to all of them.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really brilliant model what you're doing with getting the female face in. Have her do a slightly different course and get some other demographic, let's say, to do their own.
Yeah.
I know Netherlands is a bit smaller than like the US, so probably cannot go as big as them.
Yeah.
But it could be interesting if you can build like an ecosystem or a subscription based almost like Mind Valley for real estate or trading or whatever it is, you know?
Yeah.
One options guy, one swing trading guy, day trading guy.
I mean, I think you can go like, yeah. I mean, that's where I'm like I do still think there's a lot of opportunity in the info space. If the only thing is like, if you want to go big, that's my vision. Exactly what you said, but like even more segmented. Like the, the tree that you built with creatives. It's like, I think like if you have a day trader, like you can literally copy the same marketing
Yeah,
to a female, and then if you prove the female, you can go like with different skin tones, different ages, right? And then I think that already on its own is like quite a big amount of revenue that you can do. And then of course you have all the different trading ways or the different mechanisms for trading.
multiplies exponentially, right?
Yeah. So and you're always using that's one of the things that I really like, and it seems like you are kind of doing that because you have a coding background. I always like to leverage my previous skills or experience in another thing that I do. So I'm not going to take on, like, for example, now, like if let's say we are talking, right, you're doing something in the health space. Like I would not start myself in the health space. Like
Yeah,
Z did that. I respect it a lot. I would be like, hey man, like it seems like you have some issues with YouTube. What about like I start running some YouTube ads for you, right? Because I know, okay, I have the YouTube skill. You already have like the messaging skill and the VSL skill. I'm like, okay, now there's only one piece of the puzzle that I need to figure out, which is putting your proven concepts in video creative
yeah,
and getting it approved. Or that's like two pieces of puzzle pieces. I'm confident, but I don't want to like have to figure out 10 to 20 puzzle pieces. That's how
exactly.
you
Yeah,
start, by the way. But like if you're at a certain level, you don't have to do that, I think, anymore.
yeah. Like I, I was also looking at things long term myself. Like, so I needed a business that does cash flow, makes me cash, so I can reinvest in other stuff. So I was thinking of what do I choose? I can go affiliate route, e-com route. E-com is a bit tougher operationally, needs more
Yeah.
money, but e-com route, affiliate route, agency route, different things. Then I was thinking, okay, when picking, I should see what's like my ultimate end goal. Ultimate end goal is to exit a company for a really large amount by the time I'm 25. So um, that means that I need a certain set of skills. What kind of company would I need to exit? It would need to be some sort of a, most likely some software kind of thing because I don't like dealing with logistics. I was like, okay, what skills do I need besides the coding? It's like buying media, marketing, XYZ. So I was like, okay, I'm making a decision. The affiliate side is gonna give me most of the skills that I need,
Yeah.
in addition to giving me the cash flow. So that's where I chose to go in the affiliate route, not in the agency route, for example. Also, I I hate the agency route in general because if I had to deal with a client every day, that would be hard. That would be pain.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Yeah, that makes so that's your plan. Like what's normally we would go into your story and all your mentors now, but we're here. So I'm just curious, like, so what you mentioned your goals, you want to exit.
Yeah.
Like what's the amount that you want to exit? And then you're gonna just retire or like start doing some wine farm in Italy. What's your vision slash plan?
So I want to do 60 million between me and my business partner. So that leaves us with 30 each.
Yeah.
Add that to my stock portfolio, it's more than a million a year, right? I'm not that big of a spender, so
Yeah.
I can easily survive off of a million a year.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And yeah, that's the amount. I think is very doable now with the recurring apps we're working on. So that's started as more of a passion project, but it looks very promising economics wise because the rebuilds are really where it's at nowadays, you know?
Yeah. Interesting.
It's getting harder and harder to extract a bunch of money from people up front. And it's kind of like you need to get a long LTV
Yeah.
in order to make money because, as you see more and more often, companies are going negative on the first sale,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like who's got the best long term economics, and there's very few things that do it like recurring apps where it's 100% margin and so on.
Yeah. Got it. So, how did you get into this app thing? And the overarching question, or like the bigger question is like, How are you kind of like finding these opportunities, right? Affiliates, it's clear. You go to the events, you know all the writers, so
Yeah.
that's just there. But like when you're talking about an app or publishing real estate or the trading offer, like how are you like finding these deals and opportunities?
Um, with the apps, I just spied and saw some people running Lithuanians running multiple nine figures in subscriptions per year on fitness apps, hypnosis apps, quit smoking, quit vaping, sleep better, all these apps.
Yeah.
Okay, well, no one's doing memory. I'm gonna do the memory niche, brain games for memory, because one of my best angles was try the Sudoku trick to improve your memory. So I'm like, I'm gonna take that angle and apply it, build it myself. I know how to code, so it wasn't difficult.
It's also easy nowadays, right? With all these
Oh
like
yeah,
AI lovable apps and stuff like that.
I'm
Yeah.
doing the front end with AI and
Yeah.
the back end custom. So the front end one prompt and it's good and so good. It's one shot, one kill.
Hmm.
One prompt gives you the full app.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's very crazy.
And what about like the real estate deal? How did you like real
Um,
estate coaching slash
so yeah, I
publishing?
partnered with a publishing company last year because it in terms of income, it's a very small percentage of my income.
Yeah.
But I really like the guys that were working on that.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from them in the past. So just saw it as an opportunity to work with some mentors of mine from the past
Yeah.
who are really, really smart and really good at what they do. So that's why I took that opportunity. I just reached out to them like, hey, I'm interested in doing this.
Yeah.
If you guys are, and they said, yeah, let's do it. So we
Yeah.
ended up doing a partnership that's been it's been a very fun project for me, let's say.
Yeah. So you're also spying like at least 5 to 10 minutes a day on that niche, or is that like
I have people that do it. I
do
don't
it there?
really
Yeah.
work on it as much. We have a team there,
Yeah.
a bigger team. So that's more light work for me. It's like a couple hours a week.
Yeah. More
But
strategic
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
vision.
I'm not like in the ad accounts every day.
Yeah.
What's performing? It's like, no, just once a day, go into it, see what's up. And
Yeah. That's why I like Excel sheets. You know, you can just go in there,
yeah, yeah,
check it.
yeah.
Okay, it seems fine. We're trending in the right direction. Don't have to look in the ad account.
Yeah, exactly. We have a data analyst that does beautiful charts for us
Exactly.
in Excel. That's like her job, right? And she's very good at what she does. So it's very easy for me to pop in and visualize the data and okay, this is the thing that needs to be worked on. Tell the team, give them instructions, execute on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, it's always like if I can just look at an Excel sheet and send a voice memo and it
Oh yeah.
works and it gets fixed, then you're
Yeah.
like that's the sweet spot.
That's the perfect business
Yeah.
because with team you need it's kind of like you need someone that understands the bigger picture and that can work with minimal instructions so you don't have to over explain and basically do half the work yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once you get that, it's really like the perfect golden zone to
Yeah.
be in as a business owner.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. So you just mentioned mentors. Did you like buy a bunch of courses back in the day, or did you just kind of like find these mentors organically? What has been your
Um,
process?
I was in what was the so I think the first one I don't remember what I bought first, but the one that really picked up for me was no. So the first one that really picked up was a Dutch guy, Colin Dice. He did a native ads course, and I bought that. It's pretty good. Learned how to run native way back. I was still in university. The
Why
one
did you
that
want to learn native ads when you were in university back then?
just like I was studying finance,
Mm-hmm.
quantitative finance. I wanted to be a quant.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw kind of how Facebook ads were, and it seemed like a lot of randomness,
Mm-hmm.
the algorithm and all this stuff, and um, native ads looked like a beautiful Excel sheet. It looked like very quantitative and
Yeah.
the stuff I understand. So that's why I jumped into it,
Yeah.
and then I realized my copy skills aren't quite where they need to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I got Nothing Held Back
Yeah.
by Alan.
You
Um,
joined the mastermind, or you just checked the group?
yeah, I joined the mastermind.
So
NHB.
wait, so you have been doing this shit only for 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Crazy. Okay, sorry, go ahead. So you joined Nothing Held Back, the 20K package. You were one of the first that joined?
No, I joined the NHB Plus.
Ah, okay, okay. Oh
Yeah,
man, then you really have not been doing this for that long.
nah, man. Like
That's crazy.
I first started when I was 16,
Yeah.
selling some like gadgets. No, selling tea actually on Shopify.
Hmm.
I never got paid out of that because I was using my grandfather's name and I needed to do his verification
Yeah.
to get my. He has the same name as me, so to get the payouts. But he passed away, so like my money got stuck in there, and it was a
Crazy.
huge pain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it was some native ads that we did. I did personally, and then I did a publishing company when I joined NHB Plus, and this is where stuff exploded for me. So I watched the call by Mike Gandia, which is pretty. He's the guy I'm working with in the real estate offer, actually.
Got it. Yeah, no. I mean, I've talked to Mike briefly, and I joined NHBA's Plus when it launched first,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
high
yeah.
end one. Yeah, yeah.
So I saw his call, and I did my own publishing deal with a friend from university at the time. We sold that company early last year. Then I had my current business partner. We were doing like a publishing deal
Yeah.
together. Was publishing my business partner. He was like a huge POD guy at the time, print on demand.
Yeah.
So while we were doing that, he had me jump on Newsbreak a bit because he was one of the first people on the platform ever.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, these CPCs, we should run ClickBank. Put that stuff on there, exploded. And a year later, we're the biggest affiliates on the platform by a wide margin at this point. So it's kind of crazy how fast things exploded for me getting into this.
Yeah. So how old are you now?
22.
So you went from at 16 to 22 in 4 years. That's crazy. And you only really started with the real like internet marketing stuff like 2, 3 years ago.
Yeah, like I was still in university at the time, like 2 years ago or something like that.
Yeah. You dropped out, I assume.
No, I finished. I
Mm.
graduated a year early, so I was doing a 3 year degree.
Yeah.
I graduated in 2 years and
In Vienna or
in Milan,
Milan? Okay. So
and I
that's
just
fast.
focused on marketing. Yeah.
Got it. So all your mentors were kind of like you were just kind of working with them, and then they were kind of
Mm.
teaching you
No, well,
on
I
the way.
started working with Mike recently, actually.
Yeah.
It was last year, but I was already very successful by the time I started working with him. I just watched that call in NHB and I kind of implemented what I learned, you know?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
It was so nice how process driven it was.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love how that team thinks and how they operate. And they hire good people. So, I love working with them. And I'm basically their CMO for some of their offers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's good for Mike. So he's really like even stepping out of the CMO role into the CEO slash leader slash.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
He's
crazy.
become just the leader and he's a good one. So,
Yeah.
I enjoy my side of things. He really enjoys the leadership side. And it's one of those passion projects for me for sure.
Yeah. But that's fast, man. And like, what's like your record day in terms of like spending money on ads?
I have no idea. My record day in sales
Yeah.
was 240,000.
Yeah.
Um, in spend, I have no idea what the spend was. Must have been like over six figures,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I
Like,
was saying. So you
yeah,
went from like 16 to 24, spending 100K per day, making 200K plus per day.
yeah, 16 to 22.
That's pretty fast and crazy.
Yeah, but I first ran my first paid ad when I was 19, so 3 years ago
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
on
yeah.
native ads and did some Facebook. So in 3 years, realistically, I
Yeah.
really my stuff really exploded.
So what were you running the native ads to?
Like supplements. It was
Supplement.
diabetes
Yeah.
was my niche at the time. I
Got it.
don't run that niche anymore
Got it.
because I don't feel ethically aligned with it.
Yeah, that's also interesting, which we didn't talk about. Like, there's a lot of like people and affiliates who are kind of selling stuff that I would say is definitely unethical slash potentially illegal. But
Yeah.
you seem to be at least on the in the gray area are better and not in the
Yeah, no, like, look, as long as we're not like hurting people,
yeah
I'm not gonna do an offer where we're like stealing money or doing crypto scams or
yeah
doing something where we're actually hurting people.
yeah
Yes, I would sell an overhyped like nerve supplement.
yeah yeah
But with diabetes, it gets tricky because every VSL says stop taking your pills,
yeah. It's
and
dangerous.
people will take that advice to heart and they'll die. I don't want
Yeah
to be responsible for killing people. It's like
yeah
it's not what I'm into. So that's why I try to look at like what kind of effect does this have on the actual customer?
yeah.
Is it at least neutral or good?
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's very negative, I will stay away from it.
Got it. Yeah. I mean, that's crazy. I didn't know that, but that's pretty fucked. Man. All right, let's move to a more light topic. So you are now in Budapest. This is in Budapest.
Yep.
Affiliate World just happened. Did you like go to any presentations? Did you check out any of the speakers?
No.
Did you go even to the? I mean, I bought a ticket, but I didn't go.
I bought a ticket. I went on the first day.
Okay.
Just said hello to some friends.
Yeah.
But afterwards, I just didn't go on the second day. There was a big event by a vendor I'm working with
Mm-hmm.
where it was so good. We're having lunch, so I just skipped Affiliate World to go to that.
Yeah.
Then there was a Nutra event. Then there was a ClickBank event. Then there was a Digistore event. So I just
Yeah.
spent all day at events yesterday, and I like all of them. I know most of the people at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I've been going to these conferences for the past 2 years or so.
Yeah. You go to all of them or
Not
most
all
of
of
them?
them. I'll go to like. I really like the one in. I really liked the one in Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. The one in Budapest last year was also really nice. I would
Yeah.
say better than this one, the conference itself,
Mm-hmm.
but the events were also good here. Um, the one in Bangkok I haven't been to yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I might go, but I'm not too much of a fan of like Thailand, to be frank.
Why is that?
It's just I don't know, man. I heard the stories by people, and it just doesn't seem like a place I want to go. But Dubai one, yeah, that one was so nice. The Dubai one,
Hmm.
some really interesting side events for ecom.
Yeah. So it sounds like a lot of people that don't really go to the event itself.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Or, but of course, you need to get invited to those places. Like I was also lucky that I was invited by Rohan. I don't know if you know him. Yesterday.
Oh yeah, I saw Rohan yesterday.
Yeah.
The
So
Digistore thing.
yeah, like Rohan was at my chilling at my rooftop yesterday, and then we went to a restaurant after that with 8, 9 other guys.
Ah, that's cool.
So I was lucky with that, you know. But that's where you have like these kind of
Yeah,
conversations.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So if you go to an event, you're not like this is what you're trying to do. You're kind of trying to have like kind of these kind of conversations, not like talk to 100,000 people, be busy. You're just kind of like trying to find some good conversations. What's your strategy there? Or it's kind of like organic now because you know ClickBank will probably get you into the right rooms, places, invite you.
Yeah. I mean, look, I will go to the event, but the problem with the event is that it's mostly like hot little Ukrainian girls paid to pitch you something they don't even understand. So
Yes.
agency accounts, what's your Hiva score? What's a Hiva score? I don't know what that is, like so it's kind of just um an annoying conference lately.
Yeah.
A lot of it is just like crypto, casino,
Yeah. Yeah.
all these things that I would never run. But the actual side events, so I'll get some friends off of the official conference parties. That's what I did initially.
Yeah.
I went to one in Milan at the time. I was still in university, and I met a couple guys. They were really good people.
Yeah.
They kind of got me into the space. They showed me some stuff, introduced me to people, and after you start building a couple of friendships, Rohan got you into the Digistore thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of the same thing.
Cool.
Someone will
Yeah.
have something, someone will organize something, sometimes I'll organize something, and
Yeah.
we just use those connections to get more connections.
Yeah. I mean, Rowan is such a good dude, man. Like,
Yeah,
has the heart in the right place. Shout out to Rowan.
one of the only good agencies out there.
Yes. I agree. And also a good dude and a fun. Like, there's people who are, either really fun but not good, or like good but not that fun, and
Yeah,
not,
yeah, yeah.
and then also not doing, but he's doing a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I see him all over the world. It's crazy. Dubai, Bangkok, Amsterdam. Yeah, I don't know how the guy does that, but
Magic.
yeah.
And team or good dialogue.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, like, even without the team, like the amount of traveling and like attending late evenings that he's doing, that's pretty insane.
Yeah,
But
I'm like, I feel like I've been run over by a train after all these events.
yeah,
I just want to go back to my little lake house, in Macedonia, and
same.
chill out for a week and not talk to anyone. I
Same.
think for a week just to relax again.
Yeah, that's why I'm really happy that the event is in Budapest.
Oh
Because
yeah,
I didn't go, and they just came to my place. I have a really nice place, so they all came to my place. I didn't have to do anything. My wife
yeah,
got them some beers. We're just drinking some. I'm not drinking, but we drink some beers. Take the taxi to the nice restaurant that I know, where it's always perfect, no crazy stuff.
yeah.
Everybody has an amazing time. I went to the club, but I already left before you even attended. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, checked it out. Made a photo with some bottles for my brother. I always made the jokes. Like, my brother loves like expensive vodkas and stuff, but I don't drink.
Really?
So I always make a photo with a big bottle of vodka, like pretending I'm like calling with the vodka bottle, like being like a degenerate. But I don't drink it, and I send it to him, and then I just go home. But anyways, that's I feel you. I feel you. So what events are you looking to visit? I mean, Bangkok. I think Bangkok is like, it's gonna be fun.
I'm open to trying it. It. I've never been to Thailand, and
Yeah.
I always kind of assumed I wouldn't like it. But I mean, why not go
Yeah.
there, see what's up? Another one I'm interested in is ClickBank Platinum Summit. I'm gonna be speaking there,
Nice.
so hopefully that goes well. I don't know. I've never spoken on stage before. It's gonna be interesting.
What are you gonna be speaking on?
Basically, what we just spoke about. I'm
Nice.
probably gonna take our podcast,
Transcribe
transcribe it, and give it to Chat GPT to make me some slides. And yeah,
And then you're like, remove my worst secrets or my best secrets,
yeah,
and put it on slides now with what's that tool called again? It works pretty well. There's this AI, it's Figma.
Figma. Yeah.
Yeah, Figma. No, but no, the PDF tool, or like a PowerPoint slide generator tool.
Oh yeah. There is one that my business partner was using for the course.
It's quite
He was
alright.
doing. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
We're gonna figure something out with that. Just take the podcast, and I think it's actually a really good idea. Will
Yeah.
save me a ton of time.
you should. Yeah. You just need to figure out some visuals to make it a little bit easier for people to understand.
Yeah, it's
Dang.
easy, and
Then you're good to go. You're welcome.
thank you.
That's great. You don't have
Yeah,
to prepare your presentation anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of the ClickBank thing, I almost didn't want to go
Uh-huh.
because we did so much volume for them, and they were asking us to pay for the event.
I've heard this story from multiple people. Yeah.
And but they also bring on some gurus outside of the industry that like never did a single cent as affiliates to teach us for
I
free.
get paid for that shit.
Yeah, and they don't pay for them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's disrespectful. But then they were like, okay, look, like at this point, you don't have to do that. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I'll bite. And next year they're doing one in Idaho, I think,
Okay.
where I've never been to the States, so that's gonna be interesting. Idaho one, that one is gonna be basically like you go to Idaho and you catch a jet to Sun Valley, like the mountains,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a resort, but only for people that have done 5 million plus
Cool. Yeah.
in a year. So I'm really excited to see how that one goes. It's apparently the highest quality one so far.
Yeah, that sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? Are you attending any events?
No, I don't know for now. I mean, maybe Thailand. No, I mean, for me, it's like I was supposed to go to Nomad Capitalist Live in like
Yeah,
2 weeks from now, but I'm not sure if I'm going because I just feel like going to Malaysia, the time zone, all that stuff. I might
yeah.
cancel it. I was going with Z actually,
Oh,
but he canceled it. He was like, I can't go. I'm gonna lock it. I'm gonna go to Warsaw, and now I'm also not sure if I'm going. I'm flying to Dubai next week, and I don't know if I'm gonna go to Malaysia, but I also like to go to some different events outside of internet marketing.
Yeah.
Because just like what you mentioned with the like that, the biggest fear with people have hearing issues is that they have to go to a elderly
Senior
home.
home, yeah.
I feel like sometimes your best ideas are from outside of the industry or outside of
Exactly.
marketing. Yeah, or those are the ideas that can scale sometimes because you come up, or like what you said with that ad account, where you saw a new structure or like a new ad format that you didn't see before, and that's where your edge
Yeah, that was his ad
is.
format. I'm not gonna leak it because it's his, but he's
Yeah,
still running that. He's still crushing with that.
yeah.
He's an interesting guy in terms of ideas, like some of the most unique stuff. His offers work very well. I'm running them right now. Pretty decent spend.
He's an artist.
Yeah. Ah, yeah. Special type of artist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Says.
He's a crazy guy. Yeah, he was. I never knew that, but he was like. At some point I helped. I got him some work for my projects, and he used that money then to actually start doing his own dating
Really?
offer first, and then he really blew up. So he came like this is like I met him for the second time on the second podcast last time, and for his podcast, but he came like a couple of months ago and he bought me a perfume and stuff, and he's like, yeah, thanks for that. And I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't even think about that stuff, but that was pretty cool to see. He's still humble, I would say.
Yeah, doing the copywriter thing. He's making jokes that soloing his copywriters and his own offers because we're doing more volume than him on
Yeah,
his own stuff,
yeah,
which is pretty funny. But yeah, I've been showing him how we run media as well, so he can build up the team. I think the relationship with the advertiser, as it's called in the affiliate space, or the vendor, it's really important. It's like the most important thing, and it's one of the best relationships I've had with any vendor. The one I have with him, we're super helpful on both sides.
yeah, yeah. He's a G. I think we're gonna end it there.
Yeah.
Um, is there anything that you want to pitch? I guess not. Or like, are you looking for copywriters? Is there anything that we can?
Nah, and the only thing I'm gonna pitch, if someone sees me on some event, say hi, like introduce yourself. Like to meet some new people, and
Yeah.
it's cool. Yeah.
So that will be at Affiliate World. I know you have a Facebook account and a Twitter,
Yeah.
so I'll put that below the video
Yeah, that works.
if they want to check you out. If
I
they're
have 0 tweets and 0 posts on Facebook though.
okay, yeah. So
I'm
then
like
it's
a
just
private guy.
that's the private guy. There's no call to action then for today. So in that case, if you like these videos, marketing nerd stuff, subscribe, notify, all that stuff that I don't know because I'm not a vlogger, a YouTuber, or podcaster.
Yeah.
Thanks for this impromptu, fast, yesterday evening organized podcast. I had a good time. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.